Welcome to the Create Harmony podcast with Sally Burlington. This is a podcast about setting an intentional rhythm, about savoring life's blessings and learning how to use our imagination as a way of listening to God. If you want to learn more about how to bring stillness and gratitude into your life, you'll probably find a lot here that you love. And if you like to be creative and fun, there is a place for you here as well. In this place, we'll take a few minutes to celebrate everyday joys and remind ourselves how to notice goodness all around us. Welcome back to episode 27 of the Create Harmony podcast. For the past few weeks, we have been having an ongoing conversation about how to use our imagination. And we've looked at this concept from several different angles, and we've examined some new ways to incorporate a more imaginative spirit into our adult lives. We've been dusting off the more playful sides of our brain that we had left unused since childhood, and we found new ways to incorporate them into our current lives. So a few weeks ago, we talked about how our imaginations could be used to step away from the stress of our lives for a minute and calm anxiety. And then for the past 2 weeks, we've discussed ways we can deepen our gratitude just by using the skills of imagination. So if you've missed those discussions, you can always go back and catch yourself up. So with more practice, I believe these exercises could be a grown-up way to bring ourselves more joy. So for this week, we're going to continue the conversation along and use our imagination in order to dream. So for those of you who joined us last week, I told you that we're taking things beyond the basics now. We started out in the 101 level, and now we're moving a little bit more complicated. These are more complex imagination skills. Dreaming is a little bit more of an abstract concept. I'm not talking about the nighttime sleeping dreaming. I'm talking about creating a vision of something in your life in more ideal terms. But don't worry, you're up to the challenge. Anyone can do it, and the more you do it, the better at it you will become. So here's how this works. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, and we're going to start really simply. So you're going to pick an area, you're going to use your mind to pick an area of your life that you want to develop. And when you're making your selection, try to select an area of your life that maybe is a bit tricky or troublesome, like maybe a fitness goal that you're trying to attain or a relationship that you would like to improve, something like that. Now keep in mind, this is a podcast and we're starting small here. So this is maybe not the time to pick your biggest problem. This is not a therapy podcast, so don't tackle that until we get our skills a little bit more honed. Just pick an area that's tricky or troublesome. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Now that you've got your image picked, here we go. You start out by studying the current situation. How do things look right now? Use your mind to refresh yourself on the details of whatever circumstance you chose. And remember, this exercise works better the more realistic you are. If you picked a goal like, I want to exercise more, or I want to get along better with my mother, you really need to see what's happening right where you are starting. So think it through. What are the cold, hard facts? Okay, now that you see your current reality, it's time to start dreaming. How could this situation change for the better? What is the very highest elevation of the situation you picked? The most wonderful, delightful outcome. Don't get caught up in your what ifs here. You don't have to sign a contract. There are no lawyers about to show up and hold you accountable. Just take a minute to dream it. Make it a wild dream. Make it spectacular. See it as clearly as you can. What are the possibilities God is bringing into your mind? Is God bringing new ideas into the mix? Think about the steps it would take to get from your current situation to your dream. And imagine yourself taking some of those steps. This is another exercise that might be good to journal about later. Draw a picture, make a collage. Sometimes seeing something clearly is the first step to changing it. It can be an important first step. It's a little bit like walking through a room with a table in the middle. All you need to do is see the table, and then you'll walk around it. Now take a picture of your dream image and let it go for now. You can begin to bring your awareness back to our podcast, back to our joint conversation. You've really done some high-level imagining today, so good job. This is something that you can dwell on and take with you throughout your day and really expand on the idea. And hopefully it will be a way of bringing you more joy throughout your day. Now, for our closing today, I'm going to read a blessing from the book written by Kate Bowler called The Lives We Actually Have. It's for the blessing called When You Need a Second to Think It Over, and it goes like this. Blessed are you who don't have all the right answers, who realize that I don't know is the best response and posture for now. You who lean in, unafraid to learn and change and be wrong along the way. Blessed are you, stretched and pressed and pulled by the uncertainty, deciding not to stay the same because we are not who we were. We have been pulled into the unknown without our permission, but the challenge is the same. Reveal truth in love in the midst of seeming chaos. Blessed are you who realize that community can help see truth more fully, even if your chin has to be turned gently toward it. Being fragile amid a world of hammers takes courage. To be wrong, to learn something new, to choose humility and kindness over being right. May we be a people who don't have it all together and who are done posturing. Curious, hopeful, courageous. Amen. Thanks so much for joining us today for this next installment in our conversation about imagination. We have one more week on this topic next week, and then we'll be on to something different. So I hope you'll join me again next week for one more chance to imagine. And until next time, peace.